Well, first GT Aggressor Pro video in quite a while. I threw this up on the bike stand to clean it. It's November in Pennsylvania, so it's nasty and muddy, but I got some squeakage in the back, and my bottom bracket's been crunching real hard. And I know what it is. Where I ride's kind of sandy. It's right along the lake. I know sand has made its way in there. So I got a new bottom bracket. Cheapy, Bolini, Amazon, 15 bucks. Sealed bearing bracket, you know. And I'm gonna put it in, and I'm gonna show you a little trick that I don't know why I didn't do on this one. When I installed it to keep the sand and the grime and dirt and dust out of there so that it doesn't get crunchy, I'm also gonna lube this chain. It's dirty, but I'm gonna lube it. Lube these trolley wheels a little bit on my derailleur and take this thing for a ride, which has been forever, and see if it's crunching still. We're like 650 miles, and this bottom bracket's been in there since like the 50-mile mark. So 600 miles on some $45, bottom bracket, including crank arms. That's not bad. All right, so it came out pretty easy. But if you look in here, there's a bunch of dirt. And looks like maybe bearing material. I don't know, that's metal. There's a bunch of dirt in there. So I'm gonna show you how I keep that dirt out of there. Attempt to, at least. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear this. Those bearings are awful loud. So it's time. New ones sound like this. Silent, so it's time. But anyway, the trick to this, in my opinion, to keep the dust and dirt out, is tear on my bike stand. Simple, thread tape. So there is like a sealer in those threads, you can see, but that is not enough. So, trying to keep the blue goo on the inside, not in my fingers, but I failed. I'm wrapping that the wrong way. Yes, there is a right and wrong way to wrap thread tape. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Go with the direction of the threads, otherwise it backs it out of the threads as you tighten it in, which is counterintuitive. Don't need a lot, just a little bit. I went around one time. One full turn around. Help seal those threads off, both sides. We'll do both sides. I don't think I'm gonna need those spacers. All right, now those are gonna seal off any dirt and grime, hopefully. back to bike. We're gonna go back to time lapse. Pretty simple, right? There's a right and a left, and they all thread towards the front. So this one is, I'm sorry, this is left-hand thread. The other side's correct right-hand thread. It should be marked, yeah. L, R. See how everything tightens that direction. There we go. All right, these are back to being silent. Free spinning, nice and quiet, no crunching, no crappy bearings. I don't know if you can see it. These crank arms have been hit quite a few times. They're holding up. Cheap crank arms, cheap pedals. The powder coat's starting to wear off them, and same thing with that chain ring. 32 tooth oval. I mean, it's starting to wear, but not bad for, I think it was 10 bucks, like 600 plus miles on it. Now these trolley wheels still are noisy. So we're gonna lube them up a little bit. I think this one's worse than that one. Yeah, it is. But yeah, we're getting somewhere. Lube those up a little bit, spray them down with some lube. Normally I wouldn't, I'd just put the chain lube on it, but I'm spraying down with some lube. Drop some 3-in-1 down in the actual post of the sprocket, and then take it for a ride, see if it makes noise. Okay, no more squeaking from the trolley wheels. Smooth bottom bracket action. We should be back in business. I know 3-in-1 oil and like liquid wrench are not bicycle lubricants, but it's gonna stop the squeak, it's gonna work well. This thing really needs cleaned up better, but I'm about to go ride it in the mud anyway, so no real sense in cleaning it good just to go ride it in the mud. So we're gonna go take it for a test ride. I'll throw the GoPro on so we can hear if it's gonna be squeaky and crappy. It's been squeaking and that bottom bracket's been crunching for a little while. Like I said, we're at like 650, almost 700 miles, so no shame in it. So yeah, really it could be almost a 700 mile review for the Aggressor, or what's left of an Aggressor. Frame, seat post, seat, and wheels are what's left stock. Oh, and chain, still the stock chain. So no shame in that. But anyway, yeah, we'll take it for a test ride and see how it does. Again, should be waterproofed bottom bracket threads. And I think that bottom bracket Ballany or whatever from Amazon was like 15 bucks. So if I get another 600 miles out of it, I'll keep buying $15 bottom brackets. Again, especially for the build that it is, or the bike that it is. So yeah, we'll take it for a ride, see how it sounds. All right, wind's blowing, so I don't know how much this you're gonna hear. But I know you can't hear the bike making any noise. Bottom bracket silent, derailleur is silent. I don't notice a difference, but I'm sure it's more efficient with lubed up trolley wheels on the derailleur and non-crunchy bearings in the bottom bracket. Obviously less resistance. But yeah, seems to be good. While I'm here, I'm gonna go do the woods loop real quick. Smells awesome in the woods today. Like I said, November, Pennsylvania. Just got done raining for 2 days, so I'm sure it's gonna be muddy, but I'm gonna go do a couple miles.